Oh, what's up, dude?
No way.
Welcome back. We're here. It's time for GORP. GORP. That stands for something. I'll tell you about it later. But for now, what we're going to tell you about is we're in the top 32. We're talking about the fast foods. Who's the champion? Who's going to win? The winner is going to get a $4 million gift certificate. So I can't wait to see. Yeah, it's not true. But anyway, talking about fast food, throw it over to Fry.
I thought GORP stood for gorge our faces. No, gorge
Faces
on
with a
restaurant
PH.
places.
Gorge on restaurant places. That's pretty good. Off the cuff too.
Let's go ahead and let the audience know we are back to the miscellaneous pool, and then we will have special guest hosts the next two in our round of 32, which are going to be burgers and chicken versus Mexican food places, or like Mexican food places. Catch our drift. Some are Tex-Mex, some are US-Mex, but right now we're going to focus on the miscellaneous. And to give you guys a reminder of where we were at last time we did this, we had Starbucks, number 1 seed, against 16 seed Fazoli's, number 8 seed Noah's Bagels, against number 9 seed Nathan's Hot Dogs, number 5 seed Wiener Schnitzel against number 12 seed Noodles and Company, 4 seed Einstein Bagels against 13 seed Orange Julius, 6 seed Long John Silver's, which took a beating, against 11 seed Pete's Coffee, and then 3 seed Panda Express against 14 seed Tim Hortons. And there was one more, and it was, let me pull it up.
Noah's?
It was, there was 2 more. Pardon me. It was Krispy Kreme as a 7 seed against Cinnabon as a 10 seed. And a 15 seed, we had our lone gas station in miscellaneous, 7-Eleven against a number 2 seed, Dunkin Donuts.
7-Eleven.
And of course, 7-Eleven. Of course, the winners out of those were number 1 seed Starbucks. And now that will face off against number 9 seed Nathan's. Number 5 seed Wiener Schnitzel will go up against number 4 seed Einstein's Bagels. Number 11 seed Pete's Coffees is going to hit it up against number 3 seed Panda Express. And then number 10 seed Cinnabon will go up against Dunkin Donuts. That is our number 2 seed. And as always, remember, we are judging it on 3 criteria: cultural impact, historical impact, and the menu. The menu is going to be a big, big, big part of what we do. In fact, I would say, Josh, I don't know if you'd agree, menu's been about 50% of our judgment lately.
I absolutely agree. That's what it should come down to for the most part. I mean, you could have the best burrito in town, but it's in like the other side of town in the bad part, and it's late. I don't know. Maybe that's a factor, like Albert Tacos in Colorado. But
all the hipsters go there.
Yeah. The hipsters who like meth. No, but in the end, I'd say 80% of it has to come down to the food, because who cares how long you've been around in the end?
But standing the test of time should matter, right? Because that means your food has outwitted, outlasted, and outplayed everyone else. I won't say where that came from because I don't want to get sued, but
there are establishments that they're not the best, but they are favored in my eyes, and I would vote for them regardless of who they're up against.
I honestly think our overall number 1 seed in this tournament, McDonald's, is one of those restaurants that has just stood the test of time. It's really just been around. Like, I would never say that they've been the best at any one thing at any point in their existence. However, they have just taken out competitor after competitor after competitor to the point where it's like, it's McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's. Let's get Mickey D's. And it's all around the world.
There's a play place, or there used to be. Those are dying out, aren't they?
I don't think I think because we're afraid of disease and people getting sued and all that stuff.
Right.
Who was it? Was it Jordan that told the story about McDonald's last time he was on the show? About how he cracked his head or something and they didn't sue McDonald's?
Oh, that's
Remember
right.
That? We had somebody on the show. I think it was Jordan.
Dang.
There's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit gone just with the win.
Yep. Anyway, let's get to what's in the miscellaneous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, without any further ado, let's get this party started with Starbucks at our 1 seed against Nathan's Hot Dogs as our 9 seed. And Josh, I'm gonna let you go first because I'm gonna remind you of my Nathan's Hot Dog argument a while back. It owns a U.S. holiday. All right, go ahead.
Nathan's Hot Dogs owns a U.S. holiday. You've said that before. You'll probably reiterate further. This is true. This is important. This is heavy. Most of the hot dogs you've had in your life have probably been Nathan's. I'm guessing. I'm going to bet on that being almost true. Yeah. Okay, that's cool and all. But dude, I hate to say it, but Starbucks owns the whole morning, bud. It owns lunch break. It owns I gotta study late tonight. It owns let's go shopping. Starbucks. If we're talking about how big and how strong your authority is, Starbucks wins there. But it is a titan it's going up against.
Starbucks and walk around Target. Do you want to do that?
I'll tell you this though, I have eaten at Starbucks. It's been a while, so their menu's certainly changed since last I ate there. But I've never really been disappointed. The price, but whatever. You're getting an egg sandwich at a coffee place. You're going to pay more. And it's not bad. Even the little fruit basket, maybe get a little yogurt, a little sippy yogurt on the side. But really, if I order food at Starbucks, it's kind of an emergency or close to it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to go get a coffee. I'm not down for their breakfast. There's better breakfasts and stuff like that. I'll make the time to go somewhere else for breakfast. But that's the kind of life I live. Anyway, I'm betting on Starbucks just because I like coffee.
I mean, here's the thing. Starbucks has, since the 70s, I want to say it's been around, right? Since the 70s was our first Starbucks in Seattle, has been able to evolve and keep up with the times and consistently reinvent itself, unleash new menu items like their toasted brown sugar shaken espresso. And I'm a black coffee guy, just to be clear, but I like trying new things. I like tasting whatever flavors these flavor scientists are putting out. Like, whoever thought of combining all the berries into a mixed berry? I don't know, some flavor scientist. But when we talk about this stuff, when it comes as it pertains to Starbucks, that's the first place, honestly, I'd ever heard of like a matcha latte. Like, I didn't know what that was. I didn't really have a firm understanding of what matcha was.
Oh, chai tea for that matter. I mean, I'm kind of a layman. Chai tea. I've never had chai tea till I was an adult.
Yeah, and then how about when you're sick and you go to Starbucks and you get a medicine ball? Have you ever had one of those medicine balls, Josh?
I don't think so.
That'll clear you right up. You got a sore throat, medicine ball. You got a cough, medicine ball. You got a public speech, medicine ball. And that will mess your illness up to the point where you feel great and you're caffeinated. It is phenomenal. And you're right. Their food items,
it's just called a hot toddy at my house.
Whiskey. What is that? Whiskey? Boiled whiskey?
Boiled whiskey with some fucking honey and cinnamon. Maybe a little ginger, something, cardamom,
some cayenne pepper under the tongue, hold it there like a man.
Then you put a poultice on your neck.
Little rattlesnake venom do you right up.
Wait, what's the medicine ball?
And it's like a lemon tea with mint and honey, and it's piping hot. They put it in 2 cups for you, and it does. I had never heard of it. One of my employees, I was like, dang, I think I feel something coming on. I can't even talk. And she goes, oh, just go get a medicine ball from Starbucks. And I'm like, I've never heard of this, but I'm going to try it because I'm an adventurous eater. Okay? You tell me to go try something. You tell me it's good. As long as it's not fecal matter, I'm going to go try this food.
I'll eat that shit.
Sure enough, it was good. It was really good, and it worked, and I wish they did it here. They don't do it here in England. They don't do the medicine balls. Probably because it's the land of tea, and they're like, don't you cheapen our art. And I was like, you stole this art. But
what's up with all the tea, guys? Come on.
When we talk about Nathan's, though, you kind of left Nathan's out, Josh. You didn't you went Starbucks without giving Nathan's a shot, except for, I'm pretty certain you've eaten a Nathan's hot dog in your life. And we've got to go a step further than that and say Joey Chestnut ate 77 in under an hour, I think. Okay? So
shout out Joey Chestnut.
I don't know that they're the best hot dog, but they're
No,
definitely the most famous hot dog. Definitely the
and
most
they're
famous hot
mostly
dog.
around. Like every school function goes with Nathan's. Every sports stadium goes with Nathan's. Everywhere goes with Nathan's on a corporate level. So you've had a lot of them
Yeah.
Nathans. However, I'm a brat guy. I'm a Cheddar's Johnsonville guy. Hey, or I like a big dog. You know what I mean? The
Yeah. Yeah, I
Nathans
like
are
a
what's
brat too.
there. That's what it
But
is.
is
And it
Nathan's
really the
doesn't
same
Nathan's
goes for
own the Dodger
Starbucks.
dog?
Oh, I don't know that. What is a Dodger dog?
I think they do. I think the Dodger dog is a Nathan's hot dog. I'd have to look
Okay.
that up. I'd have to fact check myself. Since neither one of us is producing this episode, we can't pull away and fact check ourselves. But I do believe that the Nathan's hot dog is the Dodger dog. If I'm wrong, correct me, please. Now, enough pandering to Nathan's. You're a little overpriced. You just can't compete with Starbucks, who has to open up another location across from one location to meet the demand, just so there's not long lines throughout Starbucks. I will say this too. Anytime I want something like kind of healthy from a fast food restaurant, I know I'm going to pay like $20 for whatever it is I'm about to eat, but I'll go to Starbucks because at least I know the ingredients that I'm about to put in my body as opposed to, anywhere else.
Yeah,
So for
that's true.
me,
That's true.
it's gonna be Starbucks just like you. Starbucks is gonna take it. It's gonna move
Bing,
forward,
bing.
not just on the strength of their coffee, but pretty soon their coffee's gonna come up, and we're gonna have to talk about it. Let's move on to the bottom of the bracket. Our number 2 seed, Dunkin' Donuts, against our number 10 seed, Cinnabon. And
Dang.
I know, and I gotta lead us off. I had one of the worst Cinnabons ever, but here it is. It was not from a pure Cinnabon, right? It was from a Schlotzsky's that also sold Cinnabons.
Oh,
But I
geez.
had the show. I had the last show on my mind, and I said, I want some of that gooey cinnamon with some with all kinds of like the Andy from The Office. But I wanted it so bad because I'm staring at it, and I was like, I know I don't need it, but I want it. So I said, give me that sandwich, Schlotzsky's, and give me that cinnamon roll. And it was so underwhelming. Like we are in an age now where we are paying more money than we have ever paid for lower quality items than we have ever had. And put whatever lies you want on it, like, oh, it's because there's too much butter or too much, whatever. We only get 100 years if we're lucky as is. Give me my damn cinnamon roll that I get once every 10 years with lots and lots of Cinny cream. What was that?
The roll with the cinnamon.
So I ate it, and it was a big letdown, and I was very sad about it because I was really looking forward to it after our last show when I vigorously defended it. And then I go to Dunkin' Donuts and I get exactly what I asked for. An English muffin, little turkey sausage, slice of cheddar on top with a big iced coffee, black. And they delivered. And their donuts are good. Their donuts are always good. Again, not the best donuts ever. Maybe shout out to Rebel Donuts in Albuquerque, New Mexico, or Voodoo Donuts in Oregon, also in Los Angeles. But they're good enough. And it's a name you know, it's a name you trust. They have so many food items now, so many coffee items.
So much.
Dunkin' was the first place that was like, which syrup do you want? And I said, how many do you have? And they said all of them. And I was like, well, throw me some of that blueberry almond.
All of them. We got all of them.
So for me, it's gonna be Dunkin' Donuts here, just because Cinnabon, you got let down by Schlotzsky Cinnabon. Anyway, Josh, retort or agreement?
Cinnabon. Starting to fall behind. Now you're having to tag along to Schlotzsky's. You had to team up. This is like in Monopoly when like I got Baltic Avenue and you got St. Charles Place, and like we're going to lose, but we're on the same team. We got to team up, dude. We're dying out here.
We have to do this together.
Yeah, we joined fists. Why don't you just charge me an extra $1? Keep the Cinnabon good. Keep it huge. Keep it gooey. I'll pay another $1. $1.50. I'll pay $10 for that cinnamon roll. I swear to God. But whatever. That's what's gonna happen. But the fact is, we got Dunkin on the other side, and there was a guy on a show before. Maybe you've heard of him, Stefano Angelucci, also known as the worst guy around. He he said Taco Bell's got breakfast on
terrible
lock.
father too.
Hates women. He he said Taco Bell's got breakfast on lock, and I think it might be Dunkin', honestly, for me. Dunkin's like grown into such an incredible place to eat any time of day, but the breakfast food is good. The sausage is like, it's turkey sausage, right? It's delicious. This you get yourself
You can
all
go either
the
or. You can go pork or turkey.
Yeah, and you can go get yourself a little funky coffee beverage too. You know, they got the shakes and stuff. No, not shakes, but some kind of fruity thing, right? Anyway, and they got donuts, of course. Not my favorite donuts, but they're good donuts. I go Dunkin' all the way because breakfast is they're champions of breakfast.
I mean, and it's saying a lot because there's so many breakfast places out there, but they changed their name and no one realized they changed their name. You know?
Dunkin',
they changed their name to Dunkin' from Dunkin' Donuts because they didn't want to just be associated with donuts any longer. So that's saying
just like
something.
Panera
They can
bread.
do that. Yeah.
It was like we
gotta just do bread.
We gotta stop telling people we have bread because our bread sucks. The bread's good, but we want to make it so it sucks eventually and don't have to do it anymore.
You're gonna get a sandwich that we want you to have on the bread that we want you to have it on.
Yeah, you can't have a loaf.
Oh my goodness, I miss making my own sandwich in the Panera app. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh,
every slice of cheese ever. Anyway, that's a different show for a different day.
Yeah.
So let's go on to our number 11 versus our number 3 seed. We've got Pete's Coffee against Einstein's Bagels, Josh.
Ooh. Pete's Coffee is a better coffee establishment in every practical way than Starbucks. But Starbucks is just more popular. It is everywhere. But I like Pete's Coffee better. They don't burn the beans. They have really good beans. They have really good processes. I haven't had their breakfast. When I was there, they only did like Danishes and stuff. Like maybe they'd have a brownie once in a while.
Yeah. Bagels.
So they're just, a little bagel. It's a better coffee, though. I'd like to go with them. And we're up against...
You got to stop doing that to me. Panda Express.
I just got in the zone thinking about Pete's. Panda Express. Well, we've had some differing opinions. Some people have said that they've been let down by Panda Express. I, for one, still have never. I've never had a plate that didn't leak. You know what I mean? Getting a leaky plate is a big deal. I was raised in the South, and good food, man. I have a lot of it. That's how you measure. That's how you measure what's a really good meal. You know how much food we had. Mm-hmm. That's how it is in the South. So a leaky plate's a big point in the positive. I'd be okay if Panda Express went away. If I had to pick between the two, I'd rather have Pete's. I like Pete's a lot. I'm really happy when I get to go.
Okay, so you're going to go with Pete's here over Panda Express. The only Chinese food, fast food that exists, really, in my mind. Just in every mall you've ever been to ever, even the knockoff Panda Express, you still say, do you want to go to Panda? And you go to, like, Zing's Chicken or something, but it's Panda Express.
I don't
You got the orange chicken.
I've never heard that. You really say Panda? And that just, like how like Coke means any kind of soda? Like you want a Coke?
In Albuquerque.
Oh, wow.
Huh. But no, it's Panda Express, and you know it right away. You want the orange chicken, sometimes 2 servings of orange chicken, right? Because it's so good. Fried rice is my go-to. I know a lot of people like the chow mein. I'm not a big Panda chow mein person. And then
I like lo mein.
Every like the Shamrock Dam Shake, I go honey walnut shrimp whenever it comes out, because the honey walnut shrimp will knock your damn socks off. It's so good, and they add a little extra crunch for your palate so you can get some texture difference with that honey walnut shrimp. I always go with the 3 plate because then you get 3 different meats, right? You got to go General Tso's chicken, you got to go orange chicken, and if they have it, the honey walnut shrimp. And if they don't have the honey walnut shrimp, you either go 2 orders of orange chicken or the broccoli beef. That's what you do, okay? Those are the rules. I'm sorry, I didn't make them up. Them's just the rules. That's what you get at Panda Express.
Do you go egg roll or dumpling?
No, crab ragoon, of course.
Oh, ragoon's guarantee either way, but I always pick either a dumpling or an egg roll. I go both
That'd
ways.
be an egg roll for me. Little crunch, little texture, little texture to it. But plus, you get the sweet and sour sauce to dip it in. Pete's Coffee is an airport coffee for me. I'm not going out of my way to go to Pete's. If it's at the airport, cool. But I'm going Starbucks over Pete's every time because there's going to be a better food selection every single time. If we're just talking coffee, I'm going to go with that. But when you can go to Panda Express, and like you, I haven't had a bad experience. When I close if you order Panda to go and you go to close it, you got a little gap there. You know what I'm saying? There's a little gap where you can see through to the food that's inside because they've stuffed it so much that you have to bend the lid to get the lid to fit into the little slots. And I've never gone to Panda Express because you know exactly what you're going to get and been disappointed ever. Whereas with Pete's, I've gone to Pete's and they put too much damn ice in my cup when I ask for light ice and I get 2 swigs of cold brew coffee and then I just paid $6 for 2 swigs. What is that? What world are we living in? Evil. But anyway.
All right. Well, we were thinking about what's the best way to tiebreaker, but honestly, this time I'd say you probably changed my mind because pizza's pizza's better coffee in general than Starbucks, but that doesn't mean it matches up to Starbucks. And I'd say Panda, you can get Chinese kind of anywhere, so I don't view it the same way you view it. Because I'd rather just go to a Thai place than I haven't been to Panda in years, honestly, dude. But I am never disappointed when I go. I like it a lot. So I'm gonna side with you, and let's just say Panda takes it.
I'm not gonna lie. Just like I had to go to Cinnabon and be disappointed, or Schlotzsky's to get some Cinnabon to be disappointed. Next time I am in the United States, I might have to go to Panda Express and be disappointed for me to be proved wrong. Because right now I'm living on a nostalgic prayer.
Living on a nostalgic prayer. Moving on.
So let's go to our final matchup of the miscellaneous round of 32 bracket. Wiener Schnitzel versus a place that's near and dear to Josh's heart. I believe you said it was your first job. Einstein's Bagels.
Oh. Wiener Schnitzel versus Einstein's? Exactly. You set this up, didn't you?
So I'm gonna go first because we got to hear some cooking stories from Josh. Josh dropping the bagels into the boiling water, and what I'm gonna say is, it's for me. I love Einstein's. Whenever I would cater during the morning, I told you guys this before in the last show. I would cater Einstein's. It's not cheap, but it's not affordable when it comes to it. And when you order their party packs, the schmear's included. People were trying to think of what to call cream cheese. I said schmear. It's very clearly schmear. Everyone refers to it as schmear. It's schmear.
Schmear.
And they got tons of flavors. I don't want to leave them hanging dry. That honey almond schmear is so bomb. It's so good. Like so it will bomb. It will get you in trouble because you will keep eating that honey almond. Like the bread is just a vehicle for the honey almond schmear. Right. It is that good. Yeah. It should be illegal because it will clog your pores. But that is always the one. I hate when people just dive right into like the strawberry or blueberry and just leave the honey almond there because I'm like, you have no idea what you're missing right now with that honey almond just sitting there. You gotta love the everything, the jalapeno cheddar bagels, your original bagel is always very good. Bagel. I don't know how people go cinnamon raisin. I'm not a raisin guy though. I get the cinnamon taste, but I just don't like raisins. I don't like a random raisin in my bagel.
Raisins enhance nothing, ever.
Ever. They've never made anything better. But Wiener Schnitzel, you get that chili cheese dog. This is the first chili cheese dog I ever had. Second one I
Yeah.
ever had, Frosties. Do you remember Frosty Freeze? That was the second one I ever had. Was a Frosty
Oh
Freeze.
yeah. Oh shit.
I had a chili dog from a Frosty Freeze, but Wiener Schnitzel was the first chili dog I ever had. It was hit the spot because you're a little kid and your hand is covered in chili
Yeah,
and
dude.
cheese. Yeah, exactly. And it's so good. And then I mentioned the corn dog minis, but they'll make you a chili corn dog. But if you want to go next level with Wiener Schnitzel, you get a cup of chili, right? And the foot-long corn dog. And now you got a dipping sauce for your foot-long corn dog. And that's next level. Now you're playing a different game. You're using cheat codes at Wiener Schnitzel. They'll do chili cheese fries. I already talked about the chili cheese fry burritos, which are really, my mouth is starting to water just thinking about all this stuff. And when you go through, it's cheap still. Wiener Schnitzel is still affordable. Like, I haven't been there in about, I would say, a year, maybe 2 years. But last time I was at Wiener Schnitzel, it was still affordable. Like, I looked at the prices and wasn't blown away by what I was about to pay for the food I was going to get. So I am so sorry, Einstein Bagels. You are great, but for me, it will be Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel got that bag of dogs, dog. You get a bag full of dogs and throw some chili on them for
Feel
$1.50. Oh, man, oh man. I just have nothing but good memories except for one, but it's now I look at it fondly, even though it was a bad situation. Got that chili cheese right at the nose, burning hot one time, but I wasn't too mad about it. Oof. I love Wiener Schnitzel. I really appreciate they're still cheap. I don't know how much I could eat there, but I do know I could probably survive if all I had to eat the rest of my life was Einstein's. Like, Einstein's is good. It's fresh. They got, like, they put attention into details with the salads and such. Their coffee is changed out every half hour, so you can sit there with the drip coffee all day and read your book and write in your diary loudly. I love Einstein's. I love Einstein's green chili bagel. I was surprised you didn't mention that one.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh, it's good, dude. You get the Southwestern schmear with the green chili bagel, and you get the Santa Fe. It's good.
That might be
man.
a Colorado, New Mexico special.
It might be. They have a Southwestern of some sort, but the Santa Fe there's a particular spicy sauce. Delicious, but I like all of it. I like all the sandwiches. I like all the bagels. I like the little lox situation. That was a new thing to me. When I worked there, I eventually just got put on dish. Like, go bust tables, go do the dishes. Because they tried to get me to do espressos, and I'm good at doing espresso, but I'm a messy boy. So I couldn't keep up with cleaning up. Like, I would make a mess no matter what. I would clean up after myself, but it was too slow because they're busy. It's a coffee spot, right? You got to keep it moving. And I, for some reason, would panic when I had to read the sandwich components. I couldn't put together sandwiches properly. I was 17, but it was my first job. Maybe it was the pressure, anxiety. Dude, I've had anxiety for a long time. Anyway, ba-na-na-na, you just found something out. No, but in
what
the
is
end,
it? Something unlocked?
yeah.
What's that saying? Something
Achievement
unlocked?
Anyway, I have fond memories of Einstein's. My little brother worked there for, I think, maybe 10 years. And it's a wonderful company. They have great food. I go Einstein's. And I bite my lip. I bite my lip when I think about saying Dunkin' has the lock on breakfast, because Einstein's is over there looking sexy. You know? I don't know.
So we're gonna have to do the rock paper scissors. So we're going rock paper scissors.
Damn.
I regret that gesture. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Rock paper. Yes, it's gonna be rock paper scissors shoot.
All right, you ready? Rock paper. Nope.
I froze again.
All right, here we go. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No, you can't. You can't.
What did I do wrong?
All right.
Scissors.
So let's you know what? Let's do a new segment I like to call Phone a Friend. Let's phone a friend because this rock, paper, scissors is not working.
I'm calling someone too.
I want to get a hold of someone we can do this.
First one to get a hold of someone wins.
Do this. First one to get a hold of someone wins. That's not fair.
Well, I'm calling someone. We'll see.
Are you getting a call from me?
No. Hey, bro. I gotta call you back, but I just got a quick question for you. Do you go Einstein's Bagels or Wiener Schnitzel?
Can you put them on speaker?
I do like Wiener Schnitzel though.
You gotta pick one to get like forever. No more the other one. They're gone forever. Which one do you pick?
I'll do Wiener Schnitzel.
He goes Wiener Schnitzels. All right. Hey, dude, I'll call you right back. I'm in the middle of something. I love you.
So that's Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel takes it. I mean, I'm sorry. That was you too. You made the call. My call didn't go through. Everybody denied me.
Justice prevails.
That was your fate. All right. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, or the wiener crumbles, or the chili cooks. But man, that was interesting. Who was that? So the audience knows who was on the line.
It was my buddy Mike. He's a real cool guy from high school. We've been friends for a long time. He's out there in Colorado.
There you go. And he went with the Wiener Schnitzel. So that is your final entry from the miscellaneous column into the Sweet 16. So now we've got Starbies, Mr. Starbucks, our 1 seed. It survived. Our 2 seed survived. Dunkin' Donuts. Panda Express, our 3 seed, survived. And then our 5 seed is the only one disrupting the party in Wiener Schnitzel, as it makes its way past Einstein. We almost had a clean sweep of the top 4.
It's getting sweaty out here.
It was close. It was very close. But I don't know. I feel comfortable with these 4 entering the fray in the Sweet 16 from this column. What do you think?
I think any one of them on any given Sunday could take out Chick-fil-A. So I think we're all right.
I think we're on a roll. And I think we're going to see the audience in 2 weeks with our burger bracket or our Mexican food versus chicken food bracket. Chicken
food. Welcome to Chicken Product.
So, any parting words, Josh? Where can they reach us?
At Gorp Show on X. Well, we're at Gorp Show. We're on TikToks and X and Instagrams.
And Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, you better watch out because we're coming for all your jobs and all your food. Thank you so much for joining us each and every week. We will see you back here. And if you have any issues, message us and we will fight to care. No way.